I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check second to 10. Hey.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Jahan, what are these? 2. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Treadwell. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
He was brought down by Trey Williams. It's a big up 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh, forward. I want that. Good, ready.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this started.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He may try and run for them. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are.
Oh, that was coming with
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people.
And he had a linebacker trembling.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins.
He's going to
have to eat this one as down
11 in progress.
Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
You can't stop me.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And every time I step up in the building.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Give to Cook out of the gun.
You going, little nigga? Where you going?
He was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Nigga said silver. Nah, whoever that was is funny as shit. Nigga said silver.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Give me that. That's out of bounds.
Here out Adam Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away.
That Silver should have me dead.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Baby, you can pass me a Corona, please? Yeah. Huh?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he finally goes out of bounds across the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Throwing is Jackson. Snead's got
Bozo. Stop fucking playing me. Silver. I know you ain't take it though. It's a pick that you ain't take it though. It's a pick that you ain't take it though. I love when niggas talk that crazy shit to me. Oh, that's what I love to do. Easy slant right up the fucking middle for a touchdown. 14.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Crazy part is, if you would have scored, it'd be 14-14. So I'm not going to say much.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I hope so.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. General West.
Cousins. Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And
he caught that?
Gonna be pulled one-handed. Wow.
No.
A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 56 yards. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
We call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Take your points. All right.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Spicy. Nah.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Cook.
Smack. Stupid ass nigga.
And he's not going
Turnover on down, you bitch ass nigga. Stop fucking talking.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan. And you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection. So you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield. So you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. That's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
It was going to the crib. That's a fact. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, though. Let me just play. That's a fact. There's so much game left.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that last play.
23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's probably that Doug. Doug's just crazy.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Ready? 1500. All day. Check.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That ass him took him out point. That ass him took him out point.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score.
I'm dirt, but you down 17-0. Stop playing with me, bro. Ah, my gosh. Now you know what? I might go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Get the fuck back.
Set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Stop it.
Play action now. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Cousins.
Give me that. Little boy.
Coverage and it's intercepted.
And nah, Gilly, this shit is on regular competitive mode.
Super Bowl for Kansas City.
Stop playing. It says in the top left.
Another come from behind
You
victory.
don't have to talk. They hear you, nigga. Excuse me.
San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win?
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Gilly, he broke that tackle because Dalvin Cook's a grown-ass man. Like, the fuck he broke that tackle? Yeah, I know, bro. That's all it hit. I know, bro.
Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters.
Nigga said rookie ball. Cut it out, brother. I scored 3 different ways. Running back, quarterback, receiver. Come on, bro. Kicker. I'm about to mute you, my nigga. I'm about to mute you. Don't speak to me.
It is unbelievable.
Far from.
They're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair.
Stop talking now. Stop talking, little guy. Get off the fucking game. That's 21 scum. You want more? Do you want more? It is 23-0. Do you want more? I need this. Yo, stop fucking talking. I think it's 24-0. 2-0.
When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times
2-0.
ball get tucked and he takes off because of running back. But as you know,
I'm on vacation, my nigga. We can do whatever you want to do. You got work tomorrow, my nigga. You have work tomorrow. Oh yeah. 2-0.
Here are the Vikings now.
Fucking talking to me, nigga. Whatever you do after this is irrelevant because you got 24 scum.
But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive.
Come here, fumble. Come here, nigga. What is wrong with you?
For the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
Orange.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come here, nigga. Orange.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Exactly, Gilly. Call him Reynolds. This is a fucking rap. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. Yo, nigga should be so bad, bro.
So
Gilly, bro. This nigga should be furious, bro. And the nigga, the crazy part is, bro, the nigga hit me up. Said, I'm going to be home in a couple minutes. Yeah, I need something to do, bro. You got a whole crib, bro.
3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I don't know, bro.
Cousins now. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Give me that.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long.
After the game over, bro, we can definitely run it back.
They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Yo, is that Coutinho? My nigga? Is that Coutinho running the ball?
Charles, he's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can calculate every yard with every step that they take.
Yo, bro, we've only played twice,
because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Yo, Gilly.
Pick up of 4. Here's
Gilly.
2nd and 6.
Keep this shit, you heard?
2nd and 6.
Try to run a Philly special on this nigga.
On that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go
Chicago, we put Jeremy in the game to run the route. This is what this is.
Defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the
nigga hurt his knee.
Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he comes back with one complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And on this one, he'll get to the 15
yards
at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Ingram again, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Schoolyard game.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
What do you mean? Stop running the schoolyard plays. It's a schoolyard game. I'm practicing my playbook now. Listen, you hear me loud and fucking clear, my nigga. You know what the fuck it is, nigga. You know what the fuck it is, nigga. Fuck. I wasn't even chatting. I was just letting you know what it is.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and 13.
Yeah, I know, bro. I have an arcade opponent. Speak when spoken.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on third and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Where's the title? It was called a massacre. Thank you, baby. It was called a massacre. Yeah, you my girl knows.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 36, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 53 yards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Remember when we played?
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
44-0. And you missed a fucking kick.
You're going slow clap on me.
It was a 44-0.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
We didn't finish strong. Like, that's how I feel. I didn't finish strong. Wait, yes I did. I was really drinking a beer while that was happening.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
We're getting new trains.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Running really locked in.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, that's just
what am I mad for?
If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Brought in left side by Snead. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. An 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
That is a bum.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
That's
into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This nigga is a bum.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Shut up, bro.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I'll give you 3 times we play. This will be the 3rd, bro. Yeah.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins to throw it. He's going to let it fly.
Thank you.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Oh, man.
So the final
I hope everyone was entertained.
Baltimore victory.
Because I sure was.
Buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.
That was fun.
And then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.